Hello everyone, Jack Getchman here from Scootertrix Studios.
And I'm AtomicCatacombs. I do the visual effects for Scootertrix the Abridged.
And we are here to do another commentary for Scootertrix the Abridged, this time for episode 14, the big one.
The big reveal.
Yeah, so let us begin.
Hey, Opal, what do you think of the color?
Cat.
Opal, you're such a silly kitty.
So this is just kind of based on
Yes, you are silly.
my cats. I would always imagine them
You
saying
are
no
so
when they're
silly
meowing.
That,
So
hey, Rarity. Oh, hey, Twilight. Do you want to buy a dress?
Spot on lip syncing for the scene. I like that.
What?
That's good.
yeah, thank you. I'm trying to get better. I'm gonna really focus on lip syncing these next couple episodes. Yeah. So this is, of course, the big reveal for Rarity being a changeling, and the whole idea for it was kind of spawned from this episode because I was watching the episode without sound and looking at her sort of dramatic breakdown scene. And I was trying to think of like some sort of tragic backstory that she would have. And from out of a bunch of stupid ideas came this idea of, what if Rarity was a changeling? That'd be interesting. I'd love to do that.
Wow, really? Thanks. So, your fashion thing's next week, right?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Cool. Yeah, I hope it goes well.
Thank you, Twilight.
I really don't like this scene. This is like the only scene I really don't like in this episode. Because it's just bland. It's kind of just exposition. It's establishing that Rarity is, she wants to do the fashion show. So it's like, when she doesn't want to do the fashion show, it's like, oh, wait, why? She loved doing it.
Yeah, not much happens, but it's all necessary.
Yeah. It's not very interesting, I guess.
You know, you would literally feel the cruel, icy chill.
It's like picking apart more of pony lore and how nothing makes sense.
Right, I get it. You don't like
Yeah.
that much. Okay, you don't have to keep telling
Oh
me.
my god.
So,
Death would leave the room.
I have a question for you. Another one?
Because she's immortal. That's why. That's the reason.
Oh god. What about them? You know how everyone's name is kind of like their cutie mark? No.
I really love
come
this
on.
scene, though.
Twilight
It's
Sparkle,
like the most
Twilight
obvious joke.
Sparkle,
Like,
and you're
everyone
like,
in the Brony fandom's
yeah,
done this,
Applejack
but
has
I
apples
couldn't
as a cutie
resist.
mark, and Pinkie Pie has balloons.
It works really well with the footage as well, of them just sitting at a table, talking back and forth, and you could have them talk about anything, as long as it has Spike looking
Yeah,
kind
that's-
of like he's thinking about something, and Twilight back and forth, and I think it works really well. Just the scene in general, whenever you use it.
Very flexible.
Equestria in her hoof or something, and then that would be your talent. She would rule Equestria. That's
No.
You know, you can actually solve a lot of world problems that way. You know, name a kid inventor of the cure of ponypox, and then when he grows up, he would cure ponypox.
That's
Did I just blow your mind?
no. You didn't blow my mind.
I just cured ponypox, and your mind isn't blown.
You didn't cure.
I was really nervous going into,
No, you didn't.
or like when I released this episode, I knew this was going to be a make or break episode.
And it took me like what, 2 minutes?
Because it's just like, will people accept that Rarity's a changeling? Is that gonna, I don't know.
If people like it, will it make sense?
Did you
And
or didn't you?
I think it
Yeah,
did.
I did.
I think it works pretty well.
Actually, speaking
I
of
think
which,
so.
Rarity said that the
I think I only had one person who came up to me or said something like, you know, it's like, I really don't like what you did with Rarity, and that's why your series will never be as good as all the other ones. You just ruined your series. I'm like, oh, okay. All right then.
I look at you and I wonder, who am I? Well, Rarity, you're a traitor. But no, I'm not.
Talking to
Yeah,
herself.
you are, and now you're gonna do it again. What would your father say?
I don't know,
Father,
this
you're
was-
here right now.
I was
Or
definitely
would
gonna
he
have this
say,
in the beginning.
What?
Or like, I had
No,
this sketch
he's
down
messing with
when
you.
I was writing
Oh,
this
I bet he
episode.
would say,
It was one of the first ones.
Rarity, you're not a very good person there. No, well, he'd probably say something worse than that. Yeah, well, I'm kind of limited on the vocabulary that you've learned here, and I don't really have much to work with.
Hey, Rarity, you okay in there? You haven't come out for days.
Shut up, Mirror Rarity. No,
Mirror
you shut up. No, you shut up. I can't until you do.
I remember this scene was
You're talking to
very
me. Curse
dramatic
you,
and
Rarity.
kind of more
Are you
serious,
talking
and I was
about me?
trying to think of ways to
No,
add
she
more
is.
humor
Shut
to
up,
it.
Rarity.
Okay, you are officially losing it. Seriously, what's wrong? Twilight? What? Is the mirror possessed? What? No.
I don't want to talk about it.
Rarity, we're your friends.
Just leave
I also
me
had
alone.
Rarity, come
two
on. You've
deleted
been locked in your
scenes
room for days.
that I actually made it to
Handle this on my
recording.
own.
And they were
Besides,
just kind of
you
two
wouldn't
setup
understand.
scenes
Isn't helping
for
to keep
why
yourself
Rarity
bottled up,
had,
Rarity. Whatever it is,
you know,
tell us.
canceled the
No,
fashion
I
show.
can't.
Rarity, you tell us right now.
But
or
then in
I
the
will
end, I
bust
was.
down
Oh
this
wait.
door.
Fine. You really want to know?
Yes.
Fine.
Here it
It's
comes.
your big.
I'm a changeling.
My first involvement in a normal episode that isn't Halloween one. And looking back, that was not a very well done effect at all. There's
Why?
just little bits
Rarity, your
that,
dress looks great.
since I've improved now, like I would never make the same mistake.
She said.
For example, as she's changing,
But we're
you
not
can actually
even
see a little
wearing
bit of like
anything.
her pink
You know,
slipper
a
or
dress
whatever
isn't really
kind of
something
leaking
you should
through.
fuss about, Rarity.
And you can actually like see it
Yeah.
throughout the flames of, or
You've
like the
been a
green
changeling
kind of
this whole
flamey
time?
changeling
Yes.
effects. And
Okay,
looking
why
back, I just
didn't you
I can't
tell
stand
us?
how I did it.
That's not my
If
life
I go back in
anymore.
time and teach
I
myself,
came to Ponyville to get
be so
away
much
from
better.
that, and to be myself.
Be yourself.
I don't know. I thought it was great because I even like how the window panes or the window light for reflections still kind of on the outside.
Oh
So
yeah.
it looks like she's yeah.
No,
Yeah, I was quite proud of myself when I figured that out. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was-
for one day and this happens?
was good.
Oh, I get it now. Fluttershy is a changeling.
thought that was really well done.
No, she's the bird. Rarity is the changeling. Wait, what? Okay, the bird.
I also love this scene
really
with
simple.
the rest of the main six
What am I?
talking about who's the changeling, who isn't,
I'm
having to
not a
explain it.
monster.
Okay, everyone, shut up. Let's just hear her out.
Yeah.
Hear her out.
I think Mentally
think
Advanced
so.
did this scene
You can't
very
trust
well.
the chances.
I really
Okay,
liked their
come on,
episode on
let's
this.
just give her a chance, okay? Rarity, please explain this.
Oh, the artwork.
Please.
Beautiful.
So
artwork.
this was
Okay.
I met this guy,
I
Michael.
was born
He
in a
was
small
at,
village in the northern Badlands of the
I was
Changeling
hosting this
Empire.
brony club thing,
Life was hard,
and he was the
everything
only
didn't
guy
have a
who
lot
showed
for
up.
me. From the beginning,
But
I knew that,
he said, "Hey,
I was
yeah,
not
I
like
do
the
some
other
like artwork
changelings.
and stuff." And
I
I said,
was
"Can I
like
see it?"
doing
And he
stuff
shows me like
that
this
was
amazing
crazy.
artwork on
But
his
my father
DeviantArt
told me
page. I'm like, "Oh my
said,
god." And
changelings,
later, I was like, "Can you do
changelings
some
told me
artwork
that
for Scootertrix
figures
for this
being
one
able to
scene?" He's like, "Yeah."
But the older I got, the
And he
more
comes
I
out with
hated it
this.
there.
Did it really
The
like,
more
well.
I
whoa.
wanted to express myself.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
One
he's a
night,
great
I
guy.
decided to run
Really
away.
nice. Just
I managed to get outside
phenomenal.
The border and was found by equestrian soldiers. They took me in and taught
And
me
the Canterlot
equestrian.
also,
They saw some use for me, and for 2
they
years, I
loved his
served as
artwork,
an
and he
informant
did
for
some
them.
artwork for them as
For my
well.
service,
You can
they
see his
allowed me
stuff
to
in
live
their
in
series.
Ponyville, so I could just be myself.
Okay, I'm back. What I missed? What do you mean you're back? I just went to get some ice cream. They didn't have any chocolate though. Are you kidding me? I know. Chocolate's my favorite.
Chocolate's
The
my
bird.
favorite.
I'm not talking about the ice cream. So
Some of
why
my
is this
favorite
bothering
word
you
lines.
now, Rarity?
Because I've been asked to work with the military again.
Why?
Yeah.
What for?
They need me as an advisor.
And then there's
Why now?
Applejack
Are we going to
in this
war or something?
episode.
I don't know.
And
They didn't
I
give me any
honestly,
details.
I
Well,
think she
did you
went
say no?
a little too
They
harsh.
weren't happy about
And I'm not
that.
entirely sure
I
why
might
I
be
did
under
that.
suspicion for treachery.
I would expect so.
It
Applejack,
was
what has got
maybe I was
into
kind
you?
of channeling
She
like
never
what I
lied
thought
to
people
us.
would think of this episode,
Feeding off
or
of us. Why
I
was
was definitely
Applejack
working off of her
trying to
character and her
dress us? She's trying
backstory.
to be nice to us so that we'd
But
like her, and then she'd
still,
feed
it's
off of us.
really
Oh, don't be
a
ridiculous.
bit much, I think.
Yeah, bit over the top.
Stay out of
I
this.
remember
Applejack, weren't you the
during
one who said
one of his reactions, Luffy's Call got actually quite mad at Applejack for that. For just getting so mad about
Oh
it.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I was like, oh, dang, okay.
What's the deal, Applejack? I hate being lied to, Twilight. And if her story is true, then she abandoned her family. I mean, that is despicable. Well, maybe you don't know the whole story. I've heard enough. I'm out of here.
Yeah, at the same time, it does make sense though from what we've got planned. Why she's so angry.
Rarity,
Hmm.
Yeah,
I believe you.
thanks.
I'm
And it is right here, this part, that completely killed my idea for Pinky being evil. Like, this completely ended that whole arc of that idea for the arc.
I'll be back soon.
It's her comforting Rarity.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like she's the only one really here comforting Rarity. And that's what ended it. We moved on to other arcs. Yeah, so there you have it. Episode 14 of Scootertrix.
The big reveal.
Hope to see you guys in the next one.
See ya.